Okay, we are live.
Yay.
Yay.
Hello and welcome. I am Ronnke, your GM, and in the stream today we have Rigel Kent, Geigerman or Gigaman, Pendragon, and Things.
Hi.
Today we are playing a Traveller campaign set in the Third Imperium era. We are using the very awesome GURPS system by Steve Jackson Games, and our VTT of choice is Fantasy Grounds. You can find this and past sessions on YouTube and as audio-only podcasts. Links are in the video description. If you enjoy our content, please like this video and subscribe to our Twitch and YouTube channels. Okay, things were cut short last week, unfortunately, due to the universe hating us.
Just you.
Or the GM not reading his emails or whatever and being informed that the scheduled power outage was indeed scheduled.
Well, there's that too. Honestly, who actually reads that stuff?
I do.
What's more important, who schedules a power outage on a Sunday morning?
Apparently your electric company.
Well, apparently so.
Most companies, so they don't disrupt businesses.
Yeah, well, they disrupted us. Okay. Everyone got one character point for last week, so add that to your...
Really?
Yes, you got a token attendance point.
Nice.
Also called the pity point.
Also
My-
called
As I said
the
before,
GM screwed up point.
I
as
generally
said
give
before,
out 2
I don't
points.
have that much dignity.
I generally give out 2 points per session in my online games and face-to-face. 1 point is for attending, and the second point is if you role-played your character properly.
Have you ever not awarded that?
Not with this group that I recall, but I have on occasion with my face-to-face group not awarded the role-playing point.
That would have to be pretty darn bad.
Well, there's been a few occasions where the character's gone totally against their traits and stuff, even after being warned.
Anywho.
So the privilege of that is privilege of playing out of character is 1 point. All right. Do we, Gigaman, do we have any character business for Dean?
Negative.
Rigel Kent, do we have any character business for Flynn?
Not at this time, no.
Pendragon, do we have any character business for Sam?
Nope.
And Things, do we have any character business for Biddy?
No,
Okay, I do see that there's a second Viddy in the combat tracker. I'm assuming that is no longer a Viddy that we want to keep.
sounds about right. Give me a sec. I only see one.
Okay, I'll remove this one then.
His base stats didn't change, so that shouldn't be a problem.
Do you want me to delete that old character from the character selection window?
Yes, please.
All right, just make sure I'm deleting the right one. Yep. All right, we're all good.
Take two.
Take two. we were interrupted last session at a point where you guys, well, someone was talking to the leader of the Gravewind Syndicate.
No, you said they wanted to speak to us. I'm like, yeah, I'll talk to them. I'm not going to them. Not on the last leg. I don't want to get caught up in shenanigans. They can come to me.
Fair call. I don't think we actually got to the actual speaking part.
Yeah, I agree. We were discussing that, and then everything went kerplop.
Okay.
Right. We should probably re-catch up since we don't have a recording of the previous catch-up.
Well, excuse me. I do have a recording. We can, when I go to edit it all together, I can actually snip that bit onto the front.
That's cheating.
But what if we don't remember it? And then it's like, nah, that's too bad. Suck it up.
Or we can just go over it again. The only thing that we really achieved is you had done some stuff. Let me bring up the notes.
Yeah, I think Dean was
managed
gonna.
to-
Yep.
Yep. Go ahead, Raju. You
No,
want to say what I was
it's
gonna say?
fine. It's fine. Go ahead.
No, I was just
Um,
going to say that Dean managed to fix like the vehicle pretty well,
Yeah, that's
apparently.
right. Yeah, we did some maintenance.
Yeah, you had supercharged your aircraft for a +1 Benny. The result is a -1 health on your aircraft. So if there's a health roll that needs to be done, it's going to be a penalty of 1 because of your stuff.
That was done in a little montage with the A-Team music playing. I wonder if there's like a space techno version of it.
I know there's a techno version of it.
I'm pretty sure you could find different versions of the A-Team theme song.
You guys were talking about AI. I'm pretty sure you can just ask the AI to do that as well.
Somehow it'll be wrong.
Don't be too hard on the AI, please.
Yeah, one day they're going to take over and they're going to remember that you were not very nice to them.
Yep, we all watched that Rick and Morty episode of the dog. You want to be the nice one.
If it comes after me, it'll only prove my distrust.
Okay, so you are... Actually, I haven't shared these images, so I should share them. Okay, that's all shared. So that's the only stuff that we had established. You had supercharged your aircraft.
Yep.
And you were going to meet with this guy here.
Yep. I believe Things had actually done the math and figured out that we don't need to even grab a token next time. We can just go straight to the end.
We should get one.
Well, you better hope that you finish.
That sounded
Well,
like a threat.
If we finish first, then the best anyone else can do is tie us. So
All right. So that guy that wants to speak to you, his name is Torandrell. is the Gravewind Syndicate captain. So you're not leaving your air raft, so you've
User
asked.
disconnected from your channel.
Uh-oh.
Someone
Wow.
fell.
I guess he's still having issues, things.
No, he's back. So
Nope.
you're not
we're
going to him.
working
He's
on
coming
it.
to you.
User joined your channel.
Yeah, if he actually wants to talk to us.
All right. So where is Flynn going to be? I assume you're not partaking in the revelries.
Nope. We're all working on our vehicle and making sure people don't sneak up and wreck it. That's why we have drones flitting about above us.
Viddy's off gambling.
Okay, most of us are not being dummies and making ourselves exposed to getting shanked in the night.
Well, I'm also there, but I'm not gambling or drinking
Nope.
or
We've
trying to
put you to
provoke
work.
the other team.
Dean has put Sam to work, so Sam doesn't have an opportunity to go off and be silly.
Okay, so he will approach you guys and will begin to talk to Flynn.
Who has agreed to listen but has not promised to promise anything.
Actually, let me get the points as well. We do have a score here somewhere.
Yeah, because I think they're a DFL.
Yeah, they're on 11 points.
So it's not even possible for them to catch up to us unless we explode. I don't want to explode.
So, him and let's say the Aslan will
Fun.
approach, and he'll say, "You've done well so far. Certainly, you have been a surprise and a disruptor to this event."
That's very true.
Oh,
We just here to get the thing.
we're at the vehicle. Then Dean's working and he's got loud music playing.
You'll see the Aslan will sort of be looking over your air aft, and he's curious to what you're doing, but he's not sort of interfering or anything. You think maybe he has some technical knowledge, and he's just curious to what you're doing to the vehicle. He says, well, it's quite apparent that our team is not going to be able to finish this race.
Maybe next year.
But I was wondering if we could come to some agreement.
What sort of agreement?
Well, the trade license. Should you guys win this event, which it looks like you're going to, unless something drastic happens. it would be mighty good if the people we represent could make use of that.
Well, it's at this point that I would normally introduce you to my very close friend, Mr. Sullivan, who would be more than happy to handle that stuff, but he has mysteriously disappeared. But I'm certain he would be very, very happy to coordinate with you. I mean, we want to get as many friends as we can have. We have friends everywhere, you know.
He says it's good to have friends.
It certainly is.
Well, in light of your man not being here, I'm going
Unless
to
he
have
is
to.
like, mysteriously here.
Well, he's here in spirit.
He's standing over there in the corner looking away.
Hands on his waist.
Let me bring up the map. So.
Map. You don't need to bring up a map. That would imply a fight.
No, this map.
Oh, that map. That does not necessarily imply a fight.
Yeah, we represent an organization on blue, which is over here.
Well, as luck would have it, we would likely be on blue in a couple of jumps.
Let's see. Schedule blue.
Oh, is that a note? Do we have that as a note?
We are on blue, scheduled to be there 181. That is 2 jumps away.
Where do we have that information? I don't see it in the notes.
It's on the Drenex spreadsheet under schedule.
Oh, right. It would help if I had that open. I didn't have that open.
Yeah, next stop is our Nasir, and then the next one after that is blue.
Well, we had been hoping that we could nab that trade license, but it's out of reach unless something drastic happens. If we could make use of that license, then we're willing to break the rules of this race a little bit and help you out.
Oh, we would never ask you to break the rules.
To be honest,
I have to emphasize ask. So it's like, we would never ask you to break the rules.
He looks around to see who might be within earshot, and he says, "Is there anywhere we could go that's a little bit more private?"
These are very dangerous times for that sort of thing. I've done the research about how people could disappear. We'd hate for that to happen.
Pendragon, looks like you DC'd from
Yeah,
Fancy
I
Guns.
dropped. I'm reconnecting, sorry.
Well, if you're willing to help us out, he gets sort of really close and he makes sure that his back's turned to anyone that could be sort of, watching and, reading lips or anything like that. And he says, "We're not interested in this race or anything that comes with it other than that trade license. We're happy to disqualify ourselves, if need be, to get use of that license of yours, assuming you get it." Just want to put that out there.
I certainly would appreciate that. Okay, so I'm double checking my disads here to see if I have anything that would say no, and I
What
don't
would
think I
Flint
have
do?
anything. Hell yeah, Flint would use these guys. He would point him towards the hounds and say, "Sick 'em,
Who was it that we were supposed to embarrass?
hounds."
The hounds.
Well, it
But
would
hold
be,
on.
very unfortunate if, something bad happened to House Haley's hounds.
Oh, it would be tragic.
Almost heartbreaking, even. Particularly if it was very embarrassing and funny.
Oh, we agree. It would be even terrible if it was a tragic accident.
Oh, just the worst. But you know how these things are, bad things just happen. And friends, they look out for each other.
So, I guess we can count ourselves as friends then after this.
We can certainly count ourselves as friends.
Are you being truthful in your implications here?
I
Or what you're
think
implying?
he is, yes. If you recall, he does have a quirk where he can be absolutely ruthless. So if these dudes accidentally crashed against the hounds and all of them on both sides died, he wouldn't lose a night of sleep. But otherwise, yeah, he's got the whole pirate's code of honor thing. So if they
Those
are
who fall
classified as
behind get left behind.
not that one. Apparently, the Code of Honor pirates from I think it's basic is always avenge an insult, regardless of the danger. 2 is your buddy's foe is your own. So in this case, if they're my buddy, then they're my foe. Never attack a fellow crewman or buddy except in a fair, open duel, and the best one after that is anything else goes. So yeah, I think he's being pretty honest. Make sure he's not that the dean can't listen in because that guy. Whew.
Fortunately, Dean has got the music turned up, and basically, if you look over, you see nothing but feet sticking up in the air because he's under the dash or something.
I'm actually kind of liking the big dice.
He's shouting at Sam, no, this one goes there, that one goes there.
Give me the wrench! No, the wrench! Come on!
Which red?
You will see the Aslan will hand you the wrench.
Grr.
Yeah, he's
Oh,
not even
thank
looking.
you.
He says, "All right, we have an accord.
Indeed.
We shall see you after the race."
Looking forward to doing business with you, friend.
He just gives you a guy nod, and
And I will return his guy nod with a guy nod of my own.
he then walks away.
I'm certain that isn't going to come back and bite us all in the butt. Positive.
Yeah, aren't they like last?
Yeah, but that's not the point for them. The point for them is like if they like slide in there and collide with House Haley and both the vehicles are wrecked and they can't finish. Well, oh, isn't that super tragic?
Or
Yeah.
they could start a fight with the hounds and break a few limbs and do all sorts of stuff.
Exactly.
Or get an RPG and blow up their air raft and then escape and try and
that would also be
evade the
funny.
law.
That would also be really funny. Flynn actually likes that idea better, but he's not going to recommend anything.
Set off a Tangler grenade in their engine.
So, but they're probably not going to do anything that's going to get them arrested. But they can certainly do anything that'll disqualify them from the race, and they can do it against Haley's hounds, as you have pointed out.
Yep. And so as soon as Sully shows back up, I'm going to explain what's going on there, or mention to him that we may have some future business with the syndicate. And I will expect him to soak them as much as he can without pissing them off, because, well, they are our friends now. Maybe.
All right, so the night will pass unless there's anything that you guys particularly want to do. You can see that there's a lot of eyes on your vehicle. People looking for opportunities to maybe get access to it. But you've got it well under guard. However,
Totally going to shoot some images of people trying to sneak in there to the people in charge.
And you have that drone. I don't recall what.
I have 5 of them.
So for security reasons, you're covered.
Yep.
So there will be no shenanigans in that regard.
I'm thinking, why didn't I have these drones before? These are awesome.
So was anyone going to do anything during the night?
Nope.
Would it still be valuable to at least keep an eye on things?
What do you mean on things?
Like we did rounds the other time. This time we have the drones, but maybe I don't know, just keep one person on post.
Oh
just in
yeah,
case, I don't know.
there's absolutely going to be a probably like 2-person watch at all times, because the drones are not going to be able to catch everything.
Okay.
The drones are there as backup more than anything else.
Yeah, so I guess we establish our rota then.
Yep. And then tomorrow you have to win this race for us, so no pressure.
Can I get perception or observation rolls into the box, please?
I'm going to put it into the triangle instead, since that's not a box.
It's a box for me, and it'll always be a box.
A box can be many shapes.
Who hasn't rolled? Vidi. Is Vidi present?
Yeah, Vidi's here. He's just. I'll assume he's off gambling because gambling.
Righto. Okay, so the night progresses, and as you're doing your watches, you will see that you'll notice that when people turn up for their watch, one of your team has not shown up. So you're doing two people watches. So one of your nameless crewmates has not shown up for their watch.
Who is
Damn
he
it.
paired with?
Sam was the one that. Oh, who was he paired with?
Yep.
It could be one of you guys. I don't know if you paired yourselves with each other or with an NPC. Let's just say,
It's probably
in this case,
NPC sort of thing.
in this case, Sam, the guy that was going to be on watch with you, has not fronted at the appropriate time. You've made some calls, and he's not answering to any of the calls, and you sort of ask those people that are still awake or whatever. You ask, have you seen this guy? His name was Ren.
Was.
Well, is. His name is Ren, and
Damn it,
he
people.
is one of the. He's one of the grease monkeys, I think.
Damn it, people. I told you to stop or move around in teams.
Well, what can we do about that?
Right. Do we know where he was the last time that somebody saw him, where that was?
He was at the party.
Which I
Could we
explicitly
guess?
told people not to go to. You idiots.
Could we contact someone from the crew that's not on the team to have a look, maybe?
Well, you can. You start calling around, contacting people. Have you seen Ren? Have you seen Ren? And when you exhaust your immediate contacts, they all say, no, the last we saw of him was at the party. He was talking to some girl.
Well,
Do you have any description of the girl? Anyone resembling any of our, um, adversaries?
None resembling your adversaries, but you do have a description.
What's the description?
Generic girl description goes here.
Blonde hair, blue eyes, really nice looking, classy outfit.
Oh,
was wearing a
fake
red
girl
dress.
distraction.
these people.
Are we talking
dumb.
Matrix girl red dress, or are we talking
I was going to
Cylon girl
make that
red
joke.
dress?
Sure, Matrix girl, red dress.
Okay, just checking.
Oh well. I guess we can look for him when we're done. Even
No,
though,
it's just
no, I
making me.
cannot.
Go ahead.
I can't do that actually. It would
Well,
go against my, you know.
yeah, I'm looking at what the drones are capable of and seeing if it has, because it's got the recording stuff. So I was wondering if it has the capability of, okay, can we cycle back and find this guy?
Um,
I guess that depends on where it's recording.
Yeah.
so, Vidi, you were. Why is that a 0? Should have been a 12.
Yeah, but it's still a fail. So
Ugh. Oh.
Yeah. No, I was going to say, just reminded me that given situations like this, I wonder if the company would insist on all the crewmen having a tracker, specifically when they're going on liberty.
I would assume that's not going to be a standard thing. And I
Right.
imagine the crew would actually object to
I would
being
object to
tracked.
it.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
a bit
well-
tough.
Only lunatics who grow up on super crazy high law worlds would be like, think that's a good idea.
Company policy is company policy.
So we did the research beforehand about past shenanigans and such like that. There weren't any actual casualties with those shenanigans, right?
No.
So yeah, it'll be fine. Relax, don't worry about it.
Mm, I have a sense of duty to the crew, so I don't think
Yeah,
that's going to
yeah.
fly.
Do you think he's gonna really appreciate it when you kick in the tent where he's scoring with the hot pretty blonde?
If
Yeah.
if you
Boy.
guys just let it go and then look for him after, that will equate to a -1 Benny.
Yeah, I'll go look for him. I mean, that would be in character.
Damn it.
If only we had someone in the party that could see the future and find out where he was.
he's currently using his abilities to cheat at playing cards.
Yeah, but it's passive.
Sam is not going off by himself. Is his character even active? Why is his not bold? When I look at the names up there.
I see that every now and again. I don't know why sometimes they're off. But unless one of us, or let me rephrase that, unless Dean is actually on watch at the moment, then he'll go help Sam.
I'm super not enthusiastic about letting the pilot do anything.
Yeah, the pilot is not enthusiastic either, but I don't think I have a choice. I
Well-
can't let a crew member go missing like that.
I'm assuming that everyone is going to be awake at this point. You would have been woken up and asked, have you seen Ren?
Yep. So, Sam is the pilot. Sam, you're staying at the raft. Dean, you're with me. We're gonna go find Ren.
Roger.
Will that assuage Sam's sense of duty? Like, well,
GM,
at least
would that assuage?
it's like at least we are looking for him.
GM, would that assuage Sam?
If you're confident in their abilities to find Ren, depends on how much you trust these guys to get the job done.
I mean, I trust Dean. Flynn is a bit,
Hey,
You
you know
saying you
Flynn will
don't
do
trust
whatever he's
Flynn?
got to.
Okay, I'll trust you guys. I'll trust
Don't
you. Yeah.
forget, we had a bonding experience on whatever that planet was.
That's right. You saw me kill a man with a rock.
Yeah. And that made me think very highly of you, I have to say.
Or at least go, crap, if he's looking for him, he may end up killing somebody with a rock. That would be unfortunate.
That's true. Okay, I'll wait. I'll wait on the raft.
So
Very anxiously, but I'll wait on the
I
raft.
think I am gonna retask one of the drones to basically loiter above Flynn during this. It's since it's night, it's gonna be pretty hard to see. But have it sort of doing like passive scanning, facial recognition, whatever. Try to find dummy.
Okay.
Well, we've been asking around, so we should be able to track back to the last time somebody saw him.
All right, I'll let you guys decide what skills you're going to use to try and find this dude. Straight up, I'm thinking Streetwise is a suitable skill.
That would be great if I had it.
I do have Streetwise, I'm telling you.
But I'm open
Does
to
the
other.
captain drag me away from my game?
I'm open to other avenues if you can think of them.
So we have So what I'm currently thinking, because I don't think Dean has Streetwise, does he?
Nope.
I'm gonna say, and the GM can reject this if he wants to, but Sullivan and Doge, Steward Prezandak, are back, and we're gonna leave them at the vehicle to basically be in charge of, the other NPCs. And I'm gonna take Dean and Sam, and we're gonna go looking. And if we see Vidi, we may enlist him to assist as well.
We could just intercom him or whatever.
Well, I don't want to interrupt his game. He might be actually making some money.
Okay, so the people that you enlist are welcome to make Streetwise rolls.
Let's see.
This would
I
be
don't
an
have
assist.
Streetwise, so trying to see if I can figure out another one to use. I might not need it.
Well, yeah. Dean has carousing, and since he was last seen at a party, that could potentially be helpful, but it is a bit of a stretch.
I have intimidation at 13. And I have fearsome stare, so I don't have to actually rough anybody up. I can just glare at them.
We may need that when we get to the apartment.
Okay, so there's no assists on that roll?
Alright, what is Streetwise default to? Let me see.
It'd be IQ -5, I imagine.
Well, I'm wondering if it defaults to anything else that I have.
Probably not.
Let's see. Nope. All it defaults to is -5. Crap. Surely there's another skill I can use. I'm going to use diplomacy to try to augment his streetwise check.
Sure, that'll work.
Let's see, and that is success by 1.
Okay, so success by 5. You will start asking around people at the party and so forth, and you'll reference the description of the lady in the red dress, and you will establish that she is an escort a high-class escort. And following this up, it'll take you, maybe a couple of hours. You will find out that these escorts use a particular hotel or establishment to carry out their profession. You will go to this hotel and you will...
Since it's going to take a couple hours, I'm going to say we pick up Viddy along the way and bring him in.
But I'm winning. I've got it.
I'm going to, no, you're not. Look at those cards. Those are terrible cards.
So you will find out the hotel. You'll go to the reception and you'll ask if there's anyone that's checked in with the girl in the red dress, and the person behind the counter will tell you there is. They know of this individual, and if someone can give me a influence or a reaction roll, will determine whether they tell you exactly which room they checked into, or a bribe.
Yeah. How much is necessary for a bribe? Yeah, go ahead, Viddy.
I'm going to roll administration because it's a business type
Ooh,
situation.
that's
to
quite
some degree.
clever.
Yeah, we don't have that bribes note here, do we?
We don't.
Would fast talk
I
work?
think it would be in your best interest if you were just to happen to tell us which room they're in. Be the least trouble for you.
All right, so you're using your administration as an influence role, and the receptionist goes, "Oh, yeah, I don't really care. They're in this room, but I can't let you in or anything like that."
You want
Do you
to
have,
the
do-
door lock,
do-
or do you want to give us a card?
Daniel, do you have that? Do you know how much the bribe thing actually is? Because it's like I was totally gonna just say, hand over the money and say the key, please.
It's you get a bonus on the influence roll for a percentage of their monthly pay.
Yeah, I gotta figure. I hate that. We
So
should
if
just
you
set a number.
You can just assume the status 0 here, and so it's probably their cost of living is going to be 600.
if you can find another +2 for that roll to make it succeed by 5, then I'll give you a key.
Yeah. So on the tail end of Viddy's stuff, there, I want to provide. I'm presuming Giger can quickly figure out what a +2 would be for a bribe, and I will just subtract it from my money. Sort of say like, what he said, and slide the money and say the key, please, and then we'll get out of your hair.
Well, the receptionist doesn't give you the key, but they'll go to the room and they'll tap their master key, and they'll say, "I didn't do this." And then they walk away.
Thank you for not doing anything.
So you will go into the room, and in the room is Ren. He is currently in his underwear. He's tied to a chair. He has a I don't know what, the gimp ball
Gag ball.
Gag ball. I don't know if I'm worried that you know what that's actually called.
Only from the
A gag.
movies.
I wasn't gonna say anything, but I was thinking the same thing that you were, Ronnke.
So he has a gag ball in his mouth, and he sees you guys walk in, and his head falls back, and he goes, "Oh my god!" You can see, anyone but you guys.
Biddy takes a photo of him.
Someone had a really nice time.
Yeah, I was going to ask, is he smiling or frowning?
He's got a gag ball in
I
his
mean,
mouth.
around the ball, obviously.
Apparently, he had a very good time. And I need to watch The Mummy again.
You remove the gag ball, I'm assuming, and he'll say, "Guys, please, no photos. Delete that photo."
And Vinny's already uploading
Already
it to
sent
the
it to the
ship.
crew. Sent it to the ship.
Send to all at
Oops.
Olympus.
I hate you guys.
What did I tell you about moving in teams during this? Come on, Ren. And I'm going to grab his clothes and leave before he can get dressed, so he's going to have to walk out in his underwear.
Walk of shame.
Ronnke, could I roll an observe test in the room to see if there's anything that we might be missing? Anything that, I don't know, just in case I'm being paranoid.
That's actually not a bad idea. I was actually thinking maybe, I actually have criminology. I can.
What sort of
actually,
That
stuff
would
do
be
you hope
very
to
useful.
find?
I
The
don't know. Maybe
Recording devices.
something from a recording device. That's a good one. Or I don't know, something belonging to the blonde woman, or
Sam is going
anything
to
that
lift
shouldn't
up
be there.
Sam
So
is
a
going to lift
forensic
up a
roll.
very big neon, let's call it marital aid, and look at Ren like, really, dude?
It says,
That's not mine.
Boss man, that's not mine. And he's saying,
Property of
"Dude,
Ren.
seriously. My clothes. Can't
Come
go out.
on, let's
Can't go
go.
out wearing just my my underwear."
Walk of shame. Let's go. Here, you can have your boots.
I hate you, dude. All right,
I
so
did
You
warn
still
you.
have the 5 drones?
you can look through the room, but you're not going to find recording devices is not within the scope of what happened here. Obviously, someone has just paid this girl to distract one of your crewmates.
I hope you didn't pay her in advance, Ren. Oh, you did. She got double dipped. Nice. I'm kind of liking her.
He's saying, I didn't pay her. I only paid for the room.
Yep, sure. We believe you. Wait, you paid for your own room to be locked up in?
Yeah, shut up, Viddy. Never want to talk
Did
about
she
this
say
again.
anything to you? Did she say anything to you? Anything like relevant?
I bet he didn't even have a good time.
Yeah,
He will-
make sure. We need to make sure he hasn't lost a kidney or anything.
No, he hasn't lost a kidney, but he'll look at Sam and he'll just sort of look down to the ground and walk past, not saying anything.
Mm. Mm.
All right, so you will recover Ren and have successfully avoided a -1 Benny. The rest of the night will pass without event, and
May I suggest Dean have a look at the vehicle just in case, even though there were people around. I don't know. They are NPCs. I don't trust NPCs.
Yeah. Well, he's amenable to the idea of doing another sweep, just to be sure.
Just occurred to me that Ren is not going to look forward to getting back to the ship because he's going to go into his cabin and there's going to be all of this S&M stuff hanging from the walls and on the bed.
Does he have his own bunk, or would he have to share? Because he's just a crewman, right? So
yeah, the guy he's sharing with thought it was hysterical too, and he's like, "Yeah, do it."
Actually, given the number of passengers the ship carries or is capable of carrying, I doubt anybody's got to bunk up.
They are all bunk. Most of the crew rooms are bunk rooms, but there's lots, so everyone would have a bunk to themselves. Most likely, anyway. All right,
That's
so
not a submarine.
morning comes, and the races are all ready. The checkpoints are given to you or announced.
how many? How many?
There are 5.
All right, math boy.
We need 1 token. Have to get 1 token and win and finish first.
Well, what's the easiest one?
Oh, yeah. I was like, wait, what? Huh? Collapsed sky bridge terminal, subterranean transit node, rooftop garden, water purification, elevator shaft core.
Rooftop garden sounds the easiest.
Yeah.
It probably isn't, but it sounds the easiest.
We do have a grad belt fly person, so
Yep. I'll be right back. Do a bio really quick.
well, while he's doing that, I'm going to make a quick roll for bennies.
All right, so what are you rolling on?
Recurve.
Okay, you get yourself a Benny.
Could I make a tactics one, please?
Tactics? Sure.
Let's see. And this is for the planning part?
Yes, this is your planning. Since this is an urban environment, urban survival is a suitable skill for planning and acquiring bennies. Is this
Only other thing
is this being
research and sensors.
Is this being updated as I edit?
Yes.
Cool.
Could I make a navigation check as well?
Sure.
Defaults to calculate -4. So let's see how it goes. Nope, absolutely not.
Okay, so that's going to be a -1 Benny.
Damn it, Sam.
Wait, what?
You poorly navigated.
Oh my god, sorry. I could try my luck.
Don't worry, because the navigation roll will be for assists. Because pretty much we all have some form of navigation or research. So
Right, but the assist is if you fail, it's a -1. Yeah, luck.
So I'll try again with my luck. Let's see.
Go for
I
it.
wouldn't, because we're probably going to get to the end of the race before then.
Wow,
Yeah,
even
but
worse.
oh, good God!
Good,
It's
he
supposed
ruined
to
his
get
bad
better.
rolls now.
Yeah, that's
Oh well, your skill is really low anyway.
Wait, what? Why is he doing that for the navigation? I actually have Nav 12 land.
oh god.
Well, you got one more roll. Actually, no. Did you roll? No, you've got one more roll for your luck.
Oh yeah, that's true. Sorry, I forgot. Yeah, good point. Okay, now it works.
Well,
There
all
you
right
go.
then. I was gonna say if you've got a 9, that's generally not something you even want to bother trying to assist with, but you made it work.
I forgot about the minus bennies. That's the thing.
Well, it would have been great
Okey-dokey.
for me not to roll then, huh?
Yeah,
I
there
guess
goes
it's a
that
good thing.
navigation.
Okay, so that becomes a fail. Easy come, easy go.
No.
Well, that means he
No,
just
I
nullified
have a
Technically-
Sam's
research
roll.
of 15. Who wants to do the assists?
I have it at 12. So
That's
I
how you roll
guess-
dice, guys. That's how you roll dice.
Yeah.
Good work,
So,
Flynn. Much better.
so Flynn was assisting Sam. Is that what we're saying?
Yeah.
Okay, all right. I'll let you get away with that.
Yeah, because he had already rolled, and then it's like, okay, well, I'll try to help. And then I
Okay,
rolled
so
that garbage.
that's 5 bennies that you have acquired.
And I see he already rolled the tactics. Let's see. I don't know if I can improve that anymore. It needs to be by 5, or is it to get more than +1?
No, it needs to be by 3. Actually, no. Is it by 5 or by 3?
I don't know.
I think it's by 3.
By 0, so that would have put his tactics to by 4, so no change.
All right, so you would have actually got 2 from the research. All right, 6 bennies. Any shenanigans that you wish to pull? Well, you didn't pull any shenanigans, so the race is starting. So any
Our-
shenanigans will have to happen during the race.
Our shenanigans are tactical at this point.
No, our shenanigans is called the Gravewind Syndicate.
Also that.
Right.
Oh, and did you include the Benny for the modification?
Air aft supercharge.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yes.
it's on there. Race day 3.
Did I
You
not
have
share that?
Yeah, you do. I'm looking at it.
Oh, right. Okay, gotcha.
Okay. Of the locations that you're going to go to, what are you going to do?
Just hit one, the rooftop, I think, was the plan.
Yeah, if that's all we need, then that's all we need.
Assuming we come
Yeah.
in first.
Yeah.
Well,
actually,
if you only go to
so-
one location, you're fairly assured to be first because
In order
Right.
in order to win, everybody else is going to have to be trying to get multiples.
They have to get all 5 and come in first.
Yeah, I foresee a hectic scrum throughout the day.
Yep.
So, what was your location?
Rooftop garden.
And that's going to be the only one.
Yep.
Mhm.
Apparently,
Sorry, GM. I hope you
Did
didn't
the-
do too much work on all of them.
did the math. Don't need more.
Okay. All right. So, the race will begin. You go straight to your location.
Aw.
All right. So, I only roll this once. Damn it.
Mhm.
Does the GM cheat? No.
Yes, he always
GM's
cheats.
allowed to cheat, especially if it makes things more difficult.
No, he's not. It's more amusing, damn it. Hold on, I have to report somebody on Twitch for being an irritating bot. Go away, bots.
Go away, new.
It is definitely more amusing when things go wrong.
I'm going to give you a further Benny because the GM's going to re-roll.
I want you to roll exactly the same thing you just rolled.
Well, what if we just make you re-roll again?
Yeah, that's fine. Because you have to expend a Benny to do that.
No,
Yeah, well,
no,
we
we're
got
not going to
six
do
Pretty
that.
sure we'll just deal with the hazard.
I want him to roll exactly what he just rolled because I think that'd be funny.
I was half expecting that +1 to change into a +2 because he was going to re-roll it an extra time for that.
Okay. In this case, the GM is happier. Do you want to spend a Benny for a re-roll to change the result?
I don't, because we need to burn time because of Sam's dice.
Mm,
Yeah, let's be very,
that is a fair
very slow.
point.
Please.
Are we going to do a re-roll?
No, I think it sounds like we're not.
Okay, let me get the image.
What's going to happen is it's totally going to be the hounds, and then the syndicate's going to come out of nowhere and crash into them.
Okay.
Also, so much for the
I'll assume
The-
I'm in
the-
the census seat today.
it's like so much for the head start that the quarry gets.
Well, this is true.
Clearly, they bribed somebody.
No, it was Sam's navigational roll.
Yeah, they
And the fact
navigated
they
better.
bribed. And the fact they bribed somebody, which will come up later in the aftermath. Doesn't matter if it's true or not. In fact, maybe the syndicate's the one that actually bribed them for for the other guys, whoever's there.
That would be messed up.
How embarrassing.
Okay.
Pretty shit garden. Looks more like just shrubs on top of a building.
I know. I was thinking the same thing. I'm like, that's not a rooftop garden. That's just trees going out of, going crazy.
Yeah, looks like a scene from The Last of Us,
Well, we were talking about AI before. It doesn't get it perfect.
Yeah, like its lovely tendency to add more fingers than it should.
Okay, you will approach the checkpoint location. However, there is active jamming of the beacon. So you are attempting to find this beacon, but
Jamming our bacon.
It is disappearing, reappearing in a different spot. It's all over the place. And
Raspberry.
a successful sensors roll is what is required to overcome that. So you will manage to penetrate the jamming to find the actual beacon location. And when you arrive to this building, you can see that there is an air raft already there.
Who's there? Do we notice who it is?
Who would you like to be there? Since this is probably your final encounter.
Whoever the other team in second is.
It's tied between the Hounds and the Velvet Circuit, both of which are opposed to us.
Are
Yeah, so the
either
Velvet
of them
Circuit.
quarry?
Yeah, because it's like, what would happen if it was the Gravewind Syndicate? They're like, oh, hey, how you doing? Pretty well. How about
Yeah,
yourself?
I was going to suggest that, but
Yeah, it wouldn't make sense for them to be. It wouldn't make sense for them to be hunters because of the head start situation. So more likely be one of the quarry.
yeah, true. That is wrong. Yeah.
Doesn't mean they don't hate us and want us to, fail miserably or anything.
Yeah, who all is listed as quarry apart from us?
Of the named teams, the Gravewind Syndicate are quarry, and the Velvet Circuit are quarry.
Then it probably should be the Velvet Circuit because they're number 2. They're tied with second place.
Mhm.
And now, is there only a single token here? Just only a single token that whoever gets it first has it?
No, I
Or
thought it
is
was
there
one for each.
Yeah, it's one for each.
They might try and sabotage us, though, like
Right.
we've done in the past.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Okay, so it is the Velvet Circuit, since it makes sense for them to be there.
That's the creepy that's the creepy polyamorous family, because look at that. That's just super weird. With the conjoined fraternal twins.
Yeah, that makes things even more fucked up.
All right. So, when you arrive, you will see them at the location, and it will become apparent to them that you are on approach. How do you tackle this?
Well,
I
we could
wanna
just circle until they're done.
I want to see where the hell the token is compared to where they are. If it's like on the far end of the building and they're like in the center, then we could like either just drop down to grab our token, or I could jump out with the belt and grab it, and then don't even have to deal with them while they're getting their token.
Then he pulls out his Tango launcher and takes aim.
But yeah, so where are they on the rooftop garden in comparison to where we need to go to pick up our token?
They're parked right next to it.
Well, each to its own. We just go and grab it. They still have to do all the things we.
I say we just ride up and land and act
Yep,
like
I think that's all.
nothing's amiss. What are they going to do?
So pursuer or quarries cannot take from other quarry, right?
You can if you want.
No, I'm thinking from them.
Well,
But
you
yeah.
can't take their token from here. But once they've taken it, you can try and take it off them.
I don't care about that. I just want to get ours and, go full blast out of here.
Yeah, but they may want to try to take it from us when we get ours. But
In which case we do some cool loop-de-loop shit, and Sam crashes us through one of these foobarred buildings, and we keep on going straight through it because we're cool, and we get on the highlight reel again. So just land down there, keep the engines like ready for full burn, and spring out to get the token.
so rock up, grab it, go.
All right, so you will see that they will take their token as you approach. They take their token, attach it to their air raft, and their air raft departs. However, there are two people that remain here on the roof.
Which
Okay.
one?
It's the conjoined twins.
We'll say the two with the black hair, male and female.
Okay.
Right. So I'm I'm halfway tensing, waiting for video to go. All right, screw you guys. Have a grenade, a tank grenade.
You won't shoot unless they do something particularly suspicious.
Bound over there using the contragrav belt to grab ours and bug out.
This is just an aim roll, by the way, because I need to make an aim roll before I can do anything else.
Oh, right. You're using yeah.
So you will contragrav belt to the roof.
Yep.
When you start your contragrav flight, I guess you can make a roll for that. You will see that the
6.
the woman has sat herself down on the spot where the tokens are available, and she seems to be covering your token.
That's so
Well.
pathetic, honestly.
Their air raft continues off into the distance.
Gonna need you to move.
Can't do that, unfortunately.
I'm gonna signal for Viddy to shoot her.
Well, if we tangle her on top of the token, we're gonna
No,
have
because
to.
I'm thinking it's like you can't drag that. Aim high so you just get the her upper body and then just like drag it off.
I was assuming it's the sort of thing that's gonna root her to the ground.
Whoa, 14.
It doesn't make any difference what I hit with. It's the +8 from the aim bonus, and yeah, it doesn't actually make a difference. So
Yeah, I don't want it tangled to tied to the ground. I just want it, where it's like secured, and I can just grab the token and say, "Have a pleasant day."
Okay, so if you have your Tangler rifle out, the dude will also stand in the way. He will be an obstacle to you shooting her.
well, he eats 3 Tango grenades, which means he's currently constrained
Hold
by
on.
17, strength 17.
Yeah, so that worked. That makes perfect sense that he gets it and not her. So we have done the research. What are the rules about physically moving someone who's sitting on top of the thing?
We just
You
can't
could-
injure them.
Yeah, you can't cause injury.
You can still throw her away the thing, you're just pushing her.
You could grapple and shove and stuff as long as you don't cause any sort of injury.
Just don't push her from the garden.
Lady, you need to get the hell out of my way right now, or something very bad is going to happen to your friend there.
All right, so just want to clarify that the Tangler round was fired at the dude.
At the
Yes.
dude, yeah.
All right, so I'm assuming it doesn't do any damage at all.
No,
It just
he's
grapples?
considered grappled with a strength 18.
Crap.
All right, he's not breaking out of it.
Because
Sorry,
what
17.
I'd like to do is I'd like to grab her and shove her onto the Tangler grenade so she's stuck there too.
And I'm assuming he can't dodge that. What's the area of effect?
It's 1 square, so.
All right, so
But
he
he's at
could do.
-4. He can't move, change face, and all dex actions
But
are
yeah,
-4.
he could have tried to. He
could
tried
dodge.
to dodge.
Yeah, he could have.
So he'll attempt a diving dodge.
Well, if he's attempting to block it from her, then if he dodges out of the way, it's going to hit her.
Yeah.
Good point.
This is true. So he will just take it. She says,
I covered
Yeah.
him in all my goop.
"You're not playing too fair. That's a little uncalled for." And she'll say, "Errol, you okay?" And he'll grunt and, "Yeah, I'm fine. Just a little tied up here."
Now, if you'll kindly move so we can get on with this. You'll make
I'll-
excellent number 2s.
I'll hold up a can of Hangler Dissolver.
She says, "Use that on me. It's going to cover everything here. You won't get your token at all."
All right. Flynn's done with this crap. He's going to, if necessary, he's going to wrestle with her to get her the hell out of. Oh, crap. I forgot how crappy his wrestling is.
He just needs to give her the look.
Yeah, well, that's true.
Well, I thought you were going to make an intimidate roll.
Yeah, well, I would like to make an intimidation roll.
Go for it.
This is effectively influence. So that is that. Yeah. Let's see. What do we got here? Ooh, good roll by 8.
Wow.
Damn. And that's
Change
without
that
any
from the-
specific threats or anything.
Yep. It's, he doesn't have to touch anything. He's just got that lovely, fearsome stare.
He says, "Ma'am."
Ma'am, move.
All right. You can see that her, somewhat cheery, demeanor takes a bit of a turn, and she says, "Well, there's no need for any of that," and she just sort of slides off the.
No, there isn't.
She has a look at their air aft to see how much of a head start she's given them, and then she sort of slides off and steps aside.
Snatch it and book. All right, Sam, you're going to need to put pedal to the metal.
Vinny-
I was going to say about Vidi. Yeah, go ahead.
He was going to toss Dissolver to them. Not to her, on the opposite side of the building, but so it's there.
Hey, I got this dissolver. Oops, I dropped it, but that should help.
So as you're taking off, you sort of toss it onto the ground?
Yeah.
All right.
Good luck!
And you head for the finish line.
All right, Sam, you're going to have to do a really good job and pass these guys.
Okay. Rolling then.
All right, watch the engine gauge.
Actually,
Don't
before we
redline
roll,
it.
should we wait 30 minutes?
Yeah, it's like, sorry, I need to take a break.
So how does this modification thing work anyway?
You make a
We got
health
a
roll.
Benny.
That's another thing. Oh, actually, no. You didn't have a challenge that required mechanic.
But that took a while, so we probably lost one of our bennies.
Yeah, sorry, man. I didn't successfully delay the GM long enough.
So you're heading for the end of the race.
At full burn.
All right, so you get. Where's my thing for the scoring or the roll?
I don't know. Where's it at?
There's probably one team whose sole job is to get to the finish line first, so we don't.
Notes.
If they're all plotting against us that hard.
Nah, I figure most of them are like, yeah, let's see what happens. And we have no idea what we have no idea what's going on with the hounds and the syndicate. They're going to be on the watch this again. Watch this as they're doing crazy crap all over the place.
No, if somebody manages to get there first and takes that away from us, then
they're
going to lose.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
There are ways we can still lose.
Yeah.
Nah,
I don't see somebody pulling that one.
because
Probably
nobody
shouldn't have
wants to
given the GM
share.
ideas, eh?
Nobody wants to share that. Hell, technically half of them are at war with one another discreetly.
Okay, so we do a pilot roll.
Yeah, I've done that.
Okay, +6. I need to do pilot rolls for them. Did I set them up?
Probably not. So
did.
technically, Sam made his by 11.
By 8?
No, you got it by 11 because you get to add +1 for each of the bennies that we have,
True.
and then -1 for every token. So, did we actually have 8?
Yeah, we did have 8 bennies.
Okay, so you got it
Seven bennies. You
You got it by
spent one.
13.
Okay, so you will definitely finish in first place.
Oh
And
yeah. And he's going to be doing loop-de-loops with the thing, like, almost like a rifle, and we're like kind of getting sick in there. Freaking daredevils. They think it's a great idea to do this kind of silly crap.
okay, so you get 5 points for first place.
Two points for finishing the leg. 1 point per token collected. So total of 8 points. We had 19, so that is what, 27?
27, yeah. And the highest they can get now is 26. So
Okay.
Yay.
I do not think I had a table for this, so
I'll
there's
share mine with
1,
you straight away.
2, 3, 4, 5. So D5. Yes.
I'm still looking forward to seeing the Gravewind shenanigans.
I just screenshot mine and chucked it in the table for you.
Okay, so we'll do it in order of first to second. Oh, who's second place? The Velvet Circuit. So they got 4 points plus they collected 3 tokens.
Yep. Just shout it out and I'll put an updated table.
I'm adding it in the
Oh, okay. Sorry.
in here. And they finished the leg. And that is alright, that's done. So second place will be the Basilisks. 3 points. They collect 5 tokens. They finish the leg. And that's them. Okay, Gravewind Syndicate and Halley's Hounds do not finish.
Oh,
Oh wow! Wonder what happened.
I'm looking forward to watching the recap, and I hope
Hey,
it was
failed.
embarrassing.
All right, so let's work out the points at the end of the day, or at the end of the race.
Velvet Circuit's number 2.
Okay. All right, you win by 1 point. Is there any way
No, there isn't.
I can?
We did
Cheat.
math.
If they collected more tokens, then they could have won.
But there were no more well, oh yeah, if. But if they had collected more tokens, they would have probably come in later because it takes more time to get there. So the Basilisk may have been the second to finish.
Okay, so you guys, at the end of the day, the points are tallied, and you are the narrow winner.
Yeah, we did the bare minimum to win, basically.
Not on the first 2 legs we didn't. That
Yeah.
second leg we absolutely crushed.
Yeah, we did.
Okay, so
What happened to the Hounds and the Syndicate? I want to see the thing on the big screen.
on the big screen, there's a highlight reel of the disqualification of the Gravewind Syndicate from the race. And what happens is the Gravewind Syndicate, they wait at the start of the race. They sort of take off and they just sort of loiter around, and they wait till the pursuers start their trek, and then the Gravewind Syndicate will just follow the Halley's Hounds to the first location. As soon as the Halley's Hounds, well, there's attempts to lose them, but the Gravewind Syndicate managed to follow them the entire way. They land at the water purification station. Let me just bring up an image of that.
That's
'Cause why
Ronnke. He's
not?
like, I made this. Well, okay, my AI made this. I'm going to show it, damn it. This took me like 2 minutes. 2 minutes.
I hope everyone at Hades Hounds know how to swim.
Did they dive and smash into it?
No, they didn't.
Oh.
But soon as Halley's Hounds left their air raft to collect the token,
They're wrapped on it.
the Aslan jumps out and immediately tackles the guy and begins to wail on him. Just dives on top and starts, pounding base, and a fight ensues. The other crewmen of the Halley's Hounds sort of jump out to protect their buddy, and you can hear shouts of, this disqualifies you. You're out of the race. And a brawl sort of ensues. When that happens, you can see one of the Gravewind Syndicate steps out with a tool of some sort, walks over to the current unattended House Halley's Hounds air raft. He opens the hood and then starts going to town on the Halley's Hound air raft with this tool, and smoke and such begins to bellow from the engine bay, totally disabling the air raft. And then after this is done, he sort of nonchalantly just throws this tool off the side. It goes splash in the water, and he just sits back and watches his other Gravewind Syndicate beat up the Halley's Hound crew.
Oh my
Well,
God,
that's
that was
what they
awesome.
get for trying to beat up Sam the other night.
Yep.
Even though Sam did kind of try to start it, but that's not the point.
And the Gravewind Syndicate, being toughs and thugs, they clearly outmatch the hounds in fisticuffs. And when they're done, they sort of wipe their hands of this. They spit on the now beaten up and almost unconscious, if not unconscious, hounds. They'll get into their air raft and they'll quite casually just drive back to the finishing point.
Well,
I'm
technically,
gonna
they
have-
finished the race.
Totally going to have to tell that Velvet Circuit chick when we run into there, like at the podium, go, I did tell you you would make a lovely number 2. Strong implication, like, yeah, we may have known something.
And the highlight
Wait, you're
reel
planning on shitting her out?
The highlight reel ends with a long shot of the water purification plant and a Halley's Hounds air raft catching on fire and starting to burn and smoke.
And then there's this big stamp, wasted.
And the scandal is then reported on. The Racewind Syndicate, Gravewind Syndicate are disqualified, and of course, Halley's Hounds do not finish.
I think Giger can confirm that is a DNF. Is that right?
Yeah.
Well, we can now add race champions to our business cards.
Indeed.
Yep. And collect our money now. Is the best part.
Okay, so you will.
That's true. Bets were placed.
Oh yeah.
I will have to work out just how much you guys. That'll have to happen post the session, because your odds would have changed as you become race favourites. But you will.
We got our bets in early. They shouldn't change too much.
That's unfortunately not how it works. But you will still have you will still make a profit. You will win.
Still disappointed that I didn't take out a massive dodgy loan. And Sam's legs are safe.
For now.
Yeah, I like my kneecaps. That's great.
Oh no, we're gonna have to like give a speech or something, aren't we?
The not present at the end of day events is House Haley's Hounds and the Gravewind Syndicate, and on the podium at third place is one of the random unnamed teams.
Who just looks happy to be there.
It's like, oh my god, how did we actually place?
You know what? Just to further muddy the waters, Flynn is going to give them a knowing nod. That no-name team.
They're just blown away that they're several points behind the leaders. It's just a freak.
Not anymore.
It's just a freak event. Saw them at third place. So, long story short, you will be treated as heroes. You're race champions. There's partying going on. I'm going to assume now that the race is over, you guys are not going to be too concerned about staying away from the festivities.
Well, we have to hurry up and report back to the ship. We're going to be leaving tomorrow.
You will get the prize money, which is 100,000 credits. You will be awarded the trade license, which is invaluable, really. And you will also get an audience with the chick from the Baroness from House Lux.
Is she wearing all black with really long black hair and shade and glasses?
Let's see.
Have an uncanny like of snakes.
German accent.
House Lux, wouldn't she be like shining brightly?
They are now.
Unless there's anything in particular that you wish to voice with her, she will congratulate you. She is very pleased that you won the race, and even though there's going to be, post this event, there's going to be all sorts of conspiracies and mental blank scandals related to the event that you used their aircraft, but they're happy to deal with that.
Yep. Like I said, we're accidentally going to start a house war on this planet.
Well, if she needs pilots next year, she has a resume.
She will ask. You are obviously in private quarters when you or a private place when you're at her like palace or it would be a palace.
I'm just sort of also envisioning us driving back the air raft, and Dean's modifications are starting to fail, so it's like a jalopy now. Like wheezing and hacking. It's like, yeah, sorry.
She will say, did you have anything to do with what happened to Halley's Hounds?
Us? No, we were nowhere near it.
We're actually very sad. We are very good friends with Hayes now.
I wouldn't go so far as say we were friends. It certainly couldn't have happened to a more unlikable group.
She says, well, I can't say that I'm disappointed. House Hallie has been a thorn in our side for a long time.
It is curious that this Gravewind Syndicate jumped them. I mean, did they perhaps have have something going on that went poorly?
She will shrug and say, I have no idea, but I'm sure details may surface in time.
Yeah, I don't have anything specific for her other than we have hopefully we've got a good rapport with her for possibly the future,
All right, so
especially when we come back here during the house war.
unless there's anything that you particularly want to negotiate, if you want to use this opportunity to further yourself in some way, you can. But mechanically, you can spend points to get a favour or potentially a contact or anything like that from the Baroness.
Hey, where's the seedy guy who wanted us to disgrace Haley's
I
house?
think
What were we getting from doing that?
I think he was saying we were gonna have the crap. I don't remember. It's been too long now. I know he's like, yeah, you guys can have the money, but something else too, wasn't it?
He was going to give you dirt on the other people that you could have used in the race.
Yeah, because I think I would like to do the contact, but I don't know, because it's gonna be pretty limited to just this planet,
Yeah.
and so it's
And
like
how about
frequency of appearance is really tough to do on there because
Yeah.
because it's like
But
if it's on the planet, it could be, hey, I it's a 12 or less, so it's like it's kind of frequent. Unfortunately, what are the chances you're actually going to be on this planet a lot?
well, on the other hand, she has nobility of a higher rank, and I mean,
But not in the Imperium.
if you ever needed someone to write a letter of recommendation or something like that, I guess that could potentially work.
Some thoughts post this and the actual Dranax campaign. There could be some value in it there as well.
Yeah, that's I'm still thinking about it. I just have to figure out how much it's going to actually cost and such.
I think a favour is just 1 point.
No, I wouldn't want favor. I'd go for actual contact.
that makes more sense.
What's this planet's name again?
Cordon?
Cordon. Anything from the our sponsor? Forget his name already. Guy that started this.
Well, he is quite happy. He offered you guys, was it 2 million?
I don't have that written down. You might double check FX's character sheet. He may have written it down.
I think it's 2 million. I'll have to
Right.
go find it in my notes.
We were
Then
supposed to
also
ship
to-
something for him.
Yes, he has a whole bunch of stuff that he wants shipped off-world using your license.
I think what would probably have happened in this case is that, given we were pretty certain that we were going to win by the last day, we probably would have told him that and said you should probably start going ahead and making the arrangements, and that way we can get the stuff shipped up to orbit.
And also, Sully will probably want to discreetly contact or make contact with the Gravewind guys.
Mm-hmm.
When's
Yeah, it's because they've got stuff to ship, I guess.
Yes, unless you want to contact them personally, the Gravewind Syndicate will deal with Sully, and you will find out that they have a ship at their high port, and they will unload a bunch of stuff quite happily, just going through customs without any inspections or anything like that because of the power of this trade license.
Now, obviously, we have to clear all that with the captain.
Well, it's your trade license. It's not the Olympus's one.
Well, it's his ship.
No, they will use their ship to transport.
They're just shipping it to orbit. They're not actually
No,
loading it on ours.
They're okay. The Gravewind Syndicate are in orbit. They're at the high port.
Uh-huh.
They just need to use your license to clear all their stuff through customs, so they can bring it to the down port.
What's our share? What's our share?
Your share was Halley's hounds being put in hospital.
Well, I think that was really worth it. It was really nice.
We definitely should have got a cut.
Come on, they spat on the guys after they're done. That was awesome.
And of course, since Sully is dealing with this, it would have been on him to negotiate extras.
Mm-hmm.
But since he's not, he just didn't do anything else. Just did their request.
Yeah, knowing FX, he'd probably want to take them as a contact.
That's certainly an opportunity. You can take a contact from with them.
Okay, so it was only Rilo was his name that wanted to ship to the next jump. Yeah, Rilo.
Yes.
Okay, so so we informed him early that he should start making the arrangements. So by the time the race is over, he should be able to get that stuff sent to orbit and get loaded onto the ship. So that part will have to still be cleared with the captain, obviously.
He is willing to pay standard rates per whatever, but that goes to the company. It's got nothing to do with you guys.
And he didn't have that much, I thought.
No, it wasn't. I don't recall it being a huge amount either. But I'm not going to go back through my notes for that. It's not important. So I guess Rilo could also be a contact if you want, but he's probably not going to be a useful one.
No, he was going to ride along.
he would ride along for the first jump.
Mhm.
And let me bring up. So the Gravewind Syndicate. They actually. They actually represent a group on blue called the Iron Tide Cartel.
Okay.
So there is options to have favors, contacts, I guess even ally group, but their frequency of appearance is going to be fairly low to start with. And of course, if you want to pay points, you can get reputation for being the race winners as your claim to fame. So
Again, that's like super limited here.
well, word will spread through the reach over time. So I guess it would be a broad reputation with a limited number of people, maybe like
Yeah, I was just wondering if the scaling of the group size changes in a situation like this where you're dealing with interstellar distances and larger populations.
I'm not sure. We could work that out offline anyway.
All right, so I am going to go ahead and spend a point on contact for the Baroness. Currently I have her as business and upper class skills at 12 or less, and somewhat reliable at 9 or less.
No, her skill level is going to be higher than that. Going to use her as a contact. It would be I think it's the 15.
Okay, well then that means I will have spent 2 points instead of 1.
And her information will be reliable.
Okay. Then no, I'm not going to do that for now. Because I do have some things I'm trying to slowly build up to get.
Well, what
It's fine.
frequency did you have her at?
9.
Yeah,
It's
that's
fine.
probably a bit high.
It's fine. I don't necessarily need it for now.
Ronnke, can I let you know next session if I do something about that? I'm considering getting the Iron Tide Cartel as a contact, but I'm not entirely sure. Would that be okay?
Sure.
Okay, I'll think about that.
I'm just waiting for the doctor to die so I can take a point in rank.
Well, the Gravewind Syndicate have proved to be useful. Maybe you can arrange something with them.
like very nice people.
Pretty sure the professional doctor won't orchestrate the death of somebody else.
Plus,
Pretty sure.
your doctor's a nice enough person. Okay, so I think that covers everything with regards to reputations and contacts and that sort of do. Presently, you are considered, celebrities. So if there's anything that you do before you leave, you'll basically have free reputation. But your 15 minutes of fame will dissipate unless you pay points for it.
I
We'll
am
get
fine
stakes
with my
poker
15
game.
minutes.
So, that said, is there anything in particular that you want to take care of?
Right. This place is TL10.
Nope. We go back onto the. I want to make sure to get a copy of the inevitable image of Ren, and also you need to add him to the crew name list there, Dean. When
I don't know
enters,
who that is or where.
I just know his name is Ren. He said he was a mechanic.
He said it like we had used the name before, and I didn't have it on there.
He's the guy from the hotel room.
No, I know that. I just we didn't have him on the list.
No, he's not.
I see.
He's not on the list, but he's a named NPC now.
So we've already got a Bren.
No,
Ren.
not Bren. This is Ren.
Yeah, that's not going to be confusing.
Well,
Don't worry,
let's.
they're all gonna die horribly. And anyway,
All right.
We can say his Ren is short for something.
Benjamin.
Renal failure.
His nickname will now be Gagball.
I thought about something worse, but yeah, that works as well.
For some reason, he spends a lot of his free time in his quarters for the next few days.
And no matter how many times he pulls it down, there's always a gag ball on his front door.
Don't ask where they come from.
Okay. Well, that wraps up what we wanted to do here. So the next thing is to advance the timeline.
Oh, right. Dean is going to get another pocket knife. Just FYI. Something that is not monowire, so we can actually carry it in a CR4 situation.
So the day after the end of the race, you return to the ship.
In the morning.
And that is your departure. The Olympus will proceed to go to its next destination.
oh hey, look everybody! There's the House Haley people came up to see us off. Look at them glaring at us from the there.
Wheelchairs and dudes on crutches. One's got his head bandaged.
Well, we did tell them we have friends everywhere.
All right, let me just do this.
So I'm wondering, how much did the crew make from betting on us? I anticipate that the EXO lost everything because he bet against me.
Yeah, of course he did. He's even more pissed at you because you won. We do have some monies to distribute. You have 100 grand. There's
Right.
10 in your team. Do you distribute that evenly between all the teammates?
Flynn's not going to take a share of that. He's going to, let it be distributed among was it 9?
All right, so that makes it an odd calculation.
Yep. I totally didn't want to do that to
One,
mess you up.
one,
Maybe.
one each.
Yeah, if it's if there's like a penny left over, he'll take a penny.
There will be.
Yep. Then he will take the penny.
All right, so everyone can add that to your personal wealth. And then, of course, offline,
Yes.
we'll work out your winnings.
We'll probably want to make a note somewhere, like maybe Ronnke, you might want to do it. Click onto the, open up the, what is it, Dar, how the hell do you say his stupid name? Doze and Sully, and maybe like, on the notes say, add this much.
Yeah, good idea. Actually, no, I'll just add it to the money. Okay, that's Sully done. It's kind of cool that you can do multiple currency things. Um, and stars done. All right, all good. The only thing we need to do is the departure of the Olympus. We need some rolls. I'm not sure who's going to be on duty, but it's going to be you guys making the rolls.
Yep.
So we'll need a is it seamanship? The
Ship
handling. That's the one.
Success by 5.
All right, you will coordinate the crew. Take us out port speed. I'll need a pilot roll from Sam. This is for the ship.
I always forget aerospace, high performance spacecraft. I always forget which one.
It's high performance spacecraft. And we'll need the mechanic roll and a navigation roll.
Yeah, who was handling nav?
By 8. I think I was.
All right, so no problems there. You will navigate out to the 100 diameter limit and proceed to jump. You reset the jump clock, dim the lights, and disappear from Cordon.
All right, so we are. You know, I should add that to the schedule. Add the actual departure dates.
So you're. I don't recall how many hours it is to the 100 diameter. It's not going to be too much from the planet.
It's 0.23 days in this case. It's short of 6 hours. It's like 5.5 hours or something.
To get to the 100 diameter of the world.
Yeah.
Okay. And your next stop is,
Arnisir.
which you will be happy, is a law level 0 world.
Oh, wow.
With probably nothing to do.
And we will have a short session today because it makes sense for us to start the next session on Arunishir. Plus, you guys didn't do any of the other checkpoints, so...
Oh, I see. You're blaming us for that.
Yeah, sorry.
We did warn him.
No blame. Just means a shorter session.
Uh-huh.
So, everyone will get yourselves 2 points. I'm not sure if you want to reconsider spending points, having the 2 points on your contacts and favours and whatnot. That option will be available, but it won't be available forever.
Yeah. I'm contemplating. It's just that one's going to get a little more expensive than I would like, and I do not like having a strength of 10 and hit points of 10.
I could see that being troubling.
Or not having combat reflexes, and, et cetera, et cetera.
Speaking of that, something I had wanted to ask the GM is if you minded building up to something like that. So, for example, if it came to strength, you could buy up the hit points first. And then when you get the rest of the points to buy up full strength, then you just sort of replace the hit points with the strength.
I think I did it once where I was like, I bought lifting strength 1, and then and then it's like, once I got the extra points, I just went ahead and put it into, then I bought striking, but I didn't increase the hit points. And then I finally went ahead and just changed it to
The thing
increase strength.
is, it kind of works the other way around. Strength leads to hit points, not hit points leads to strength. So
but
you could
whatever.
do like striking strength, lifting strength. Actually, it'd probably be lifting
That was
strength.
just an example. I've also considered doing that with combat reflexes, starting to buy the components of it and build up to it.
Sure, I'm open to stuff like that if you want to.
Okay. Well, I may start doing that with combat reflexes then.
So if you wanted to do strength, you could do lifting strength first. Combat
reflexes.
I guess you could make it aspected.
I don't think you can aspect that. No,
Okay,
I think the way I think they broke it down. There's the bonus to fast draw. There's the bonus to dodge or defenses, active defenses, and then there's the fright. And there are several components that make up the combat reflexes.
I could definitely afford to remove passive now off my precog.
Yeah, that's fine.
And I just
Yeah,
want to
thinking
get
that.
even.
Go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say, and I'm saving to buy the next level of luck, basically.
Sounds like that's what you're planning to depend on, isn't it?
Yep, exactly. Half an hour. I just have to, stall the GM for half an hour. That's the thing.
That should be a lot easier.
Yep. Speak very slowly.
I think the next level goes into the cinematic realm.
Does he have it,
Is it?
once? No, it's you can have it. I think it's the third one where it's
Yeah,
like
that's
every
what I
15.
mean. I think that becomes cinematic luck at that point. I don't know. It actually says it in the description. But yeah, an extra level of luck is fine.
Yeah, so thinking that through, I am going to go ahead and have Flynn purchase lifting strength 1 with the eye towards, he's working out, trying to get his strength up.
All right. Well, you're seeing some
And I'm
results. You've
Yep.
been in the weights room, and you feel stronger.
Dean will spot for him.
And knowing what you're saying about the Baroness, I'm going to poke around at that and see if I can actually afford that. So that may happen.
If you do, you can take her at like a frequency of appearance at 6 or less, and use that as something to build up on.
Yeah, I think I can do that because if it's 15 or less, that starts at 2 for knowledge capability. Reliable is also 2, so that's or times 2, so that's 4. But 6 or less halves it, so that puts it at 2.
There is
Yeah.
options for.
Yeah, I think I'm going to do that. That'll be 2 points, and yeah.
Yeah, there is options for patron and such as well. She wouldn't necessarily be an ally that comes along on adventures, but she could be a patron.
Yeah. I think that's what I was doing in Sea Dogs was if you take it at frequency of 6, then it's just considered all the time when you're at that location. But
We
that's
can
a
certainly-
GM call.
We can certainly do something like that. And there's nothing to say you can't use them as a contact at range. You'll just have to wait weeks for a reply.
We don't ask because it takes 2 weeks to get an answer, and the answer is always don't ask.
All right, so unless there's any other bookkeeping and things that we want to discuss, go over, we'll wrap this up here. So a short session, and we'll begin the next session in Arunishia, where of course you're all going to meet your demise.
Yeah, whatever.
I don't want to explode.
Now there's only four or so sessions left, so of course you're gonna
Really?
explode. I think 4 to 6.
Yeah, I thought it was going to be more like 6, and we really didn't. Because of last week and this week being short, we didn't accomplish as much. but whatever.
Yeah, we've spent way too long spent way too many real weeks on corded
Mm-hmm.
than in-game
Now,
time.
so the expectation was that at the end of that 4 to 6 weeks, we're going to be transitioning over to the actual Pirates of Drenex.
Yes. Unless there's, loose ends that you want to tie up. It's going to be, at that point, it's going to be free form. But I have, of planned stuff, you got maybe 4 to 6 sessions. Possibly more, depending on how long you want to take about it.
Translation,
Understood.
probably more because we're us.
All right, nothing else?
Nope. All good.
Get on with it.
I think we're done.
All right. Okay, if you are watching this and you have any questions, corrections, suggestions, or general hecklings, feel free to leave a comment here or find us on Discord. Please consider liking and subscribing to our YouTube and Twitch channels. Thank you for watching. Olympus out.
Bye-bye.